Capricorn, this is your October forecast. We're going to look into the month of November too, but first let's take it back ever so slightly before we look at these cards together and pull more to clarify. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so something has tipped overboard, like this person on this boat has not thought things through carefully enough, and they haven't really assessed the situation and they're going overboard head first. I feel like Capricorn, you've recently been making some decisions that have been juggled back and forth, but this doesn't have to be a financial situation, but if it is, you may feel like you've recently made some bad judgment in terms of your finances, or you have kind of made a bad investment somehow. The World card, okay, so this could have been actually a pretty big deal. Something might have been wrapped up in terms of your finances, or this decision that you've made with, I think it has put you under some sort of pressure, Capricorn, recently. You've been under pressure. Maybe you felt like this is your energy here, Cardinal Earth with the Queen of Coins in reverse. Maybe you feel like you've made some bad judgments with your money and your spending. Maybe you've overspent, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking with the World card though, the message is, look, we do often feel at times like we have brought ourselves so far down a path and like we've kicked the can along for long enough and it just didn't pay off, and we probably just made the wrong choice. And the World card is here to remind us that life is cyclical, and after the World card, which is the final card in the deck, a new beginning will emerge. So while this is kind of wrapped up for you and you may not be fully satisfied, some of you even are feeling like this Queen of Coins has like a sort of a cage fencing around them. Maybe you feel like you are even in debt over this or binded. I do get the sense from this reading that you have been feeling pretty restricted, Capricorn. Okay, so this continues on into the month of October actually. So we'll look at what's coming up in the month of October. There might be somebody in your life that you really, really love, and you love them warts and all. Like you've seen the darkest part of this person, and you really, really care about them. But I get the sense that there's something you want to speak about this month, Capricorn, but you're feeling binded and trapped. I'm getting a lot of restricted energy with the Queen of Coins in reverse, and look, the Eight of Swords. It almost looks like similarly, there's kind of a binds here. The Eight of Swords typically represents a person that thinks that they can't set themselves free and walk free from like a cage of 8 swords around them. It's all in your mind. So I'm getting the sense that you want to address something with somebody this month. It seems to be somebody that you really, really love and care deeply for, but you're afraid of the consequences, or you're afraid of where that leaves you. It seems like some truths need to be revealed this month, the Three of Swords, and they may feel like a dagger to the heart to some of the recipients of this information, or whatever you have to talk about, Capricorn. We'll have to clear this up now in just a moment. I think you have a lot on your mind this month. You have things to say. You don't know where it's going to leave you after you say it. There is a feeling of restriction and the truth needing to be revealed this month. Let's clear it up in just a moment. If there is a person in your life, it doesn't have to be a romantic partnership in the Two of Cups. This could be a friendship. This could be just a family member either. But if there is somebody that you have been wanting to improve the relationship with, the end of the month coming into November seems like a really good time to work things through with the person. Eight of Pentacles talks about working on something, putting your focus there, but I feel like this is nothing to do with work or your livelihood or career. It seems like this is an effort that you need to make with a special person in your life. I don't know, the Four of Pentacles in this deck, I see somebody with their back turned from another person, and they're kind of like pleading with them. It looks like, can you turn around and listen to me and speak to me? And it sort of seems like this person has put up a real block. So there might be a real sense of stubbornness. This is actually represented, Four of Pentacles, the Sun in Capricorn. So that is, if you're a Capricorn Sun, that card might be relevant for you. And what it's basically saying is, before you can build again and reach this sort of firm foundation and to just kind of work your way up from again, you will actually need to put some work into this relationship and show that person that like you're willing to make the effort and you're not going to falter on this effort. It seems like this will be something you really want to do. It looks like you want to reconnect with somebody or extend some sort of an opening for an open-hearted possibility for you guys to get back in touch or to connect deeper or to work things through essentially. Let's look at these cards together now, Capricorn. Okay, so we'll clear up now Two of Coins in reverse, the World card, and the Queen of Coins in reverse. Eight of Wands reversed, and the Moon card. This is talking very, very much, wow, the Sun card at the bottom of the deck, the Sun and the Moon card. First the Moon, something in the dark has now been brought to light, and you've become aware of decisions you've made that have been miscommunicated, basically. The Eight of Wands is a card of communication and kind of commerce even. Mercury is retrograde at the moment. We don't have any huge signatures for that being a reason for this miscommunication, but it does look like perhaps the reason that you made a decision that you're now looking back on with some regret, or looking at it at least as bad judgment on my part. It could have been due to a miscommunication and like bad information coming your way, basically. Misinformation, disinformation, whatever it was, you made a decision, and yeah, this has kind of caused you some bother now, and like you're kind of stressed out about it. The Moon card is saying like for a while now, and it's only maybe going to start resolving itself towards the end of the month. You have kind of been left very much in the dark about something for a long time, and now that the light has been shone on it and you're starting to see the truth about this, King of Swords at the bottom of the deck, wow, and Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This could have been something legal, medical even. I have my two professionals here that would be dealing with legal advice, medical advice, healthcare, or something like that. Maybe it's a really big deal and you made a decision and you're like, oh gosh, maybe wish I had looked into that a little bit more. The light is now beginning to show and shine on these more murkier and darker subjects that you've been kind of like grappling with and trying to make head or tails of this situation. Yeah, kind of unclear energy coming up for me so far. It's all about mixed messages. That's what's been happening for you recently. Mixed messages, bad information, making decision based on information that you weren't sure about, and you feel like in a bind now. It could be financial or otherwise. These people that are coming up, King and Queen of Swords, they may have been bank people that worked in the finance sector either. Okay, so we're hoping that things start to clear up, and Capricorn, you might have a kind of role to play here. The Three of Swords talks about revealing a truth and kind of shining a light on it, and sometimes it's painful when we reveal, you know, truth can be painful, the truth hurts expression. Let me see now. I want to know about this King of Cups in your life, and I want to know about what it is that you're feeling restricted about saying and that you kind of end up, I think, maybe saying it. Let's have a look then. This is the Ten of Cups. Okay, so this person is really, you're so happy you have them in your life. And justice, the scales of justice and the law. Interesting. Death card at the bottom of the deck with the King of Cups. This doesn't have to be a Scorpio or a Libra that you're dealing with, but it could be somebody celebrating their birthday around now or coming up soon. I have kind of a few signatures for that. Wow, okay, this person you're dealing with, you are so happy to have them. They really do fill you up and complete you. 10 cups full of joy, happiness, fulfillment. This doesn't have to be a person like in this relationship here. I see perhaps a couple. It just could be somebody very special in your life. You're conscious about telling them something, or you feel like you just don't know how they're going to react to what it is that you have to say to them. The Justice card. The truth must come out, and the sort of scales of justice and the Three of Swords are all about truth and consequences for actions. You may be feeling a little bit trapped by the decisions that you've made, and you have felt out of sorts for a while, Capricorn. And that is probably because of, you know, regret, or you feeling like you just, you know, it's not, you might not be your usual self to make such a lapse in judgment. And now you're kind of feeling like something has to be righted here. And even the Justice card talks about feeling the consequences of your recent actions, favorably or negatively, depending on how you're perceiving that at the moment. But look, these cards, 10 of Cups and the Justice card, is a beautiful outcome for this row. Whatever it is that you're trying to get an answer on, or you're just trying to get what's fair, what's deserved, what's like ethically, morally right for you, it looks really good, I have to say. And I like the way this row is starting to this looks a bit more positive now than I've seen. 2 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Coins, or the 4 of Coins here. What have we got for Capricorn? Let's clear these cards up. Okay, so I want to look at the possibilities for you working through something with somebody, and then I want to look at, it seems like your stubbornness at the end of the reading. The Sun has now reversed, and this King of Swords is here again, with the Queen of Swords still at the bottom of the deck, and another sharp-edged, pointy little Ace of Swords. This is slightly triggering, okay? So I think, it's like you just want to make sure that this person in your life can see the essence of their own light and their joy, and it's just like they're finding it hard to access. Or is it you, Capricorn? Are you finding it hard to access your joy with the person that you usually can? Are you finding it hard just to tap into like fun, lightheartedness right now? The King of Swords, it could be you that is being very severe right now. If you are this stubborn energy, and the Four of Coins here, I see you have your back to somebody. There's a few people in this version, actually. There's 3 people. One is kind of turning the other cheek. One wants to reach out, and I see this as you, Capricorn, not interested in hearing what that person has to say. So it is perhaps you in King of Swords energy, really like laying down strong, firm boundaries and like being quite strict with them, very disciplined with like your own energy. Like you want to protect your energy, and you don't really want to let people in that derail you ultimately from your purpose that you feel at the moment, your mission, which is like stability and building something now from everything that you've already accumulated, everything you've acquired. You're ready to now take that to the next level, and I think like you have a really good foundation there. But on a personal level, it doesn't really seem like you're ready to speak to somebody, okay? The person that you do want to connect with deeper though, with work and effort and focus, you'll get there. And ultimately, it's either you or them. Now remember, it could even be both. The energy on this will be transferable. Take what resonates more and leave the rest for somebody else. Capricorn, somebody is struggling to see their light right now. I don't think it's necessarily you. I think it's somebody that you're dealing with. That is your reading for the month of October. I'm going to be bringing out a love reading for you now next, very shortly, hopefully by tomorrow or the next day. And as well as that, Capricorn, if you're interested in your astrology for the month ahead for October, go over and check out my October astrology Libra all signs video. That's going to have some information about your rising sign month ahead. So if you know your rising sign, go on over and check that out. Thanks for watching, Capricorn. Bye.